Alright, so the session just started and today I don't have a webcam, so yeah, let's see what happens. This is good. We are coming into a buy zone. Let the market come to us. We're approaching a very good buy zone. Alright, so coming to a very good buy area, so let's see what happens here. So we have sellers right here, so let's see what happens here. Okay, something's happening. Let's wait. We are in a critical area of the market, so let's see what happens. Let's check the footprint. It's starting to look good for a buy, but let's wait. I want to see something. Yeah, big red bubble. Let's see what happens with this big red bubble right here on the 71.50. So now I want the candle to go up. So we see buying coming in right here. I have to leave a higher wick than this, higher wick than this. Give me a red bubble. Okay, this looks good. Wait for the candle to close. Buying stepping in a little bit. Buyers are not managing. There is a battle here. Currently the buyers are not winning. But let's see. Give me a red bubble here. I'm gonna rally up. Sellers pushing on the CVD. No, sellers winning. Sellers winning, so let's chill. Sellers pushing. Let's see if it changes. Now some buying. We have a gap right here. This is their chance of taking over, the buyers. Alright, so buying comes in. Let's wait. It's good. Buyers came in. Strong buying right here. Let's see if the buyers succeed. Buy imbalance. A lot of buying comes in. Let's see what happens here. Let's see if these buyers hold a large amount of selling here. Let's see. Currently we are 21 minutes. No, sorry. We are 11 minutes into the session open. Looking at the footprint, we have a very strong seller here. I want us to break above. This. I can't buy, I can't sell. So 1k of selling right here. I want us to break above this. The buyers to show strength. It's starting to look good for the buyers. Just a quick break above this. Would be good though. Do the buyers manage to break above this high? Seems like buyers are still trying. Okay, didn't break above the zone. Let's wait. The buying comes in. Let's see what happens here. Let's see if these sellers fail and we break above this high. Give me a large red bubble right here. Get the red bubble. Now buyers take over. Come on, buyers. Let's go with the buy stop. There we go. Buyers take control right here. Slightly big. This is good, this is good. Now this pullback has to hold right here. Remove this. Buyers literally took control right here. So this area has to hold. And the target for this is right here. 3-hour trade. Now if you break above this high, it's free for all. This just gave a pullback. I'm going to go break even once we approach this level. Now buying building on the CVD. Look at this. Buyers are coming in. Red bubble and then candle goes up. Perfect. I can de-risk right here. Wait for this candle to close and then I can de-risk right here. Basically now de-risking. Approaching a level. I am going to go break even once we tap this. So we broke above this point of control, came back, took support on it. Once we broke above this high, market executed long. So this is my break even. I don't mind going break even. It's a very short break even, but I can't neglect these sellers right here that stepped in at the market open. So what we want right now is that the buyers quickly take control, and we're gonna check the CVD right now. It's building. Look at this, building. This cannot fail right here. If it fails, we'll pull back to this level, and then I'm gonna check what happens. So we have 1k of delta inside of this candle in the footprint. But market is stalling here. This is why this was a key zone. 1k of delta inside of this candle. Buyers are still pushing. Look at the CVD. Now we just want them to get rewarded. And if we get rewarded, this area will be a key area for market then pull back and continuation higher. Looks like we are breaking that supply. Perfect. One tick. Pull back right here. I want to see a red bubble and then green candle. Red bubble. Now green candle. Please, Mr. Market, give me a green candle. Okay, so red bubble, green candle. So we have 11k of volume, a large amount of selling, but market isn't going lower. This is our decisional level. This is why I marked this level as well. Also, pay very close attention to the details. We have a buy aggression here at this micro gap, and this is currently absorbing the sellers. But it is not absorption unless we break above this high. Look at the delta right here, large amount of delta. If we go higher, this will create a level of demand, which I can look for a pullback into and take a continuation long. That is the next setup. It's the next setup, which looks like we are getting. So that's good. So taking my stop in profit. This is the next target where the sellers were positioned pre-market. This is a beautiful footprint candle. Look at the pullback. So much trap selling. Break above this high. Let's go on M5. Let's see what we create right here. Do we create anything? Nah, not now. Not now. So we are 23 minutes into the session, and I'm up currently 2R. To be honest, 2R per day keeps the doctors away, but I have a target. This is a very key level inside of the market. I'm going to show it to you right here. Let's go on M30. This is the point of control. So my trailing stop loss is right below this one. So if you pull back to this, you can support us, and then we will go to this high. Here is where we have the next strong sellers. So this is why I'm targeting here. We see that they stepped in right here, and we took was a resistance. We didn't take support, but yeah, and these sellers kept selling slightly lower. So we know that they are positioned right here. Now sellers coming in and see they are failing. Where? Buyers were positioned here. Break a new high. So this means, ladies and gents,
order cancel.
Oh no, wait for the break, bro. Good break.
Order cancel.
Wait for the candle to close. See, why did we react to here? Exactly. And why did we react to here? Of course, this is going to be taken out at some point, maybe very soon. But why did we react to these two levels on the tick? Not a coincidence, right? 25k of volume inside of this footprint candle. Large amount of sellers here. We're starting to build some balance here. So we want market to rally out of balance. Go above this, strong candle close, trailing my stop loss right here. There is a strong candle close, trailing stop. So now we will pull back to this level, take support, or slightly higher than this. To be honest, let me show it to you right here. This level. Don't need to be sniper all the time. Just a few points. This is 2 points. So now we want the red bubble. In the same area that I marked, you see it on the footprint as well, that this is where the sellers failed and buyers won. aka a high volume node on this footprint. Alright, so the CVD just broke a new high. Now buying comes in. Look at the buying. So now we want these sellers to get trapped here, and now we just want a green candle. Okay, buyer coming in. You have to break above this area, and then it's free for all. Buying comes in. Look at the CVD. If buyers fail here, then we will have a deeper pullback. If buyers win, this is the next target. Okay, buy aggression coming in with this imbalance. Look at this. Buyers are really trying right now. Left a higher low. Look at the CVD. Buyers are trying to break out now. That's good. This will become an area of demand. There we go. Next target is right here. Look at the micro gap. They're gonna fill this a little bit. Gonna come down a little bit. They already did though, but yeah. Break above this high. Boom. Bitch. Do this with your ICT strategy, bro. Take profit is right here. To be honest, it's enough. Let's go. That is a 3.2 hour trade with, do you see this on the recording, or do I have to? I actually see it on the recording. Nice. The day when I'm not recording myself. This is a 6.3k hour trade, explaining every single market move. Interesting. Yeah, tap the full take profit at this supply. So yeah, I'm out of the trade. Do not need anything more, but this level where I told you can potentially pull back to, we pull back to that, and then we are going higher. So let's see what happens. I'm not gonna take any trade right now. I'm just waiting for market to pull back to a good level. So on the M30, left a large wick where we had this higher time frame buyers, which I already marked out. So we took the trade from these lows up to this supply. So in theory we should go and break this high, but yeah, let's see. This is the Trump market, we have to be a bit cautious. This was literally a 38 minutes working day, making $6,000. That's not bad. That's someone's monthly salary. That's more than my monthly salary when I used to work as a manager. So that's good. All right, so the sellers are taking control from the sell zone. All right, so sellers pushing from this level, coming to where buyers took control of the auction previously. So now the sellers are positioned right here. Let's see if we see something convincing to take a buy trade, or if we go below this, we know that sellers are, yeah, let's see if the buyers manage to take control right here. Looking at the M5 picture, this is where the point of control was. We are currently reacting to it exactly slightly higher where we had this. So now we just want the buyers to break above this as well. These are volume bubbles showing that there was a lot of transactions there. Let's see if buyers breaks above. We're getting thumb trapped selling at these lows right here. Get the footprint coming from a very good buy zone. Let's see if the market wants to stay bullish. So if we want to stay bullish, what will happen right now is that buyers aggress. This will create a pullback to this level. Here I will look for a very good confirmation to long the market, target above this high. If this happens, we don't know. We wait and see. We let the market tell us. Large amount of buying coming in right here, 222 on the footprint. Let's see if the buyers manage. This looks good, to be honest. We want this bubble to be red, and then we want a large green candle. Let's see if we pull back to the same area. What happens here? Buyers didn't manage right now. Let's see. So I really don't need to take any other trade. I'm just commenting for you guys. And if I see something super clear, I will attempt another trade. What we see on the CVD is that the sellers are really pushing it. Look at this. We wait and see what the market does. It's all about patience. Look at the CVD, sellers still pushing, selling building. 17k of volume inside of this footprint candle, 600 negative delta. What I'm seeing right here is that we are at the best possible buy zone, but the buyers have not shown up yet. So therefore, no trade. Boom. Buyers trying. Let's see if they manage. This is a decisional candle. Do the buyers manage, or is this seller buyers coming in? No, bro. It's not a clean area to take any trades. Patience. The only thing I don't like is when we have someone testifying or someone talking. Trump you can't control, but when there is someone talking, some major player, do not trade when he's talking. Or if you trade, take the best possible trade and go break even fast. Manage the risk properly, because during these talks he can say one small detail that can give you a large wick. You might be right on a trade, but you can get wicked out. Decisional level, 18k of volume inside of this footprint candle. Let's see who wins. So what I see inside of this market, now sellers pumping. Let's see if they break below this low. Now one way I want you to read the market is that we had an area of balance. Then we had another area of balance, which buyers won. And we pulled back, the pullback held, but yes, on the higher time frame, this was a very good sell zone. Then sellers stepped in right here, broke below all of these buyers, came to a higher time frame buy zone. Now we are having a fight between buyers and sellers once again. So it's not our job to decide who wins. It's our job to investigate who wins. Like if we create area of balance, we go higher. We'll look for the pullback, take the long right here, take out this high. If we go lower, something is happening inside of the auction. Looks like we are going lower. So if we break below this level, what I'm looking for is literally did. I will enter right here. I want us to close below the point of control though. That is a strong sign that the sellers are here. So why did we have so much bubbles right here? Because we had this micro gap. I'm not gonna say that it's gonna stop price, but give us more reaction. So sellers have taken control of the auction. That's one thing. And I will mark out the point of control right here, amigo. I'm doing it on another screen. Sellers are real pushing now. Real bad, man. Real bad, man. Do we get anything? This zone right here is so key. This one. Pull back to this level in a large trapped seller or an unrewarded buyer or a large seller stepping in, that is very good. Real bad. Beautiful amigos and amigas. What are the sellers doing? They're just selling and selling and selling. Basically, the sellers have locked in the movement. So if you get a pullback and I get a bubble, something around 120 lots and more, that is a real convincing sign that is a real good confirmation. So all of the profits that we took from the buy zone, the market is taking back right now. So we took the buy from here, target here, market went from here to here, and the sellers are taking control of the auction. Interesting, right? How am I able to be this sharp with everything? I don't know. Maybe years of experience. What do you think? Now ICT traders will say, we took out Asian low, that is why we rallied. What they don't understand is that below the Asian low, we had a very strong buyer. Look at this. This is a delta outlier. This is why we took out Asian low and went up. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Now we are getting something. What is happening right now? So now the market's starting to dance. Some news. Tap this level. Look at it. Look at the reaction. Ooh, look at this. Stop is too wide. I can't enter right here. It's only 5 points, but yeah, let's wait. Let's wait and see what the pullback does. Do we get one more big bubble so I can have a tighter stop? Rejected the point of control and this zone right here. Let's see what we get inside of this week. I want a big bubble right here. Big bubble inside of this. Lower. Looks good. Every time buyers try, they get sold into. Every time lower. Yeah, it looks like it might drop now. There we go. There we go. I would have taken this if we had a good sign at these highs as well. We don't. Why I didn't want to take this trade, I have nowhere safe to place my stop loss. It's above this high. And this trade was a huge wick. So this would have been, let's say I would have entered here. 8-point stop loss. That's not me. So I'll wait. Also, we are getting some news now that the talks for Iran peace might not happen. So this can be a bearish catapult for the market. This would have been a very good sell trade if we had some big bubbles up top here. Because then I could have done something like this. 3 points. That would be very good. But we don't have that, so no trade. It's good to know your setups. If it's not there, you don't take it. If this candle wasn't so quick, that would be a very good short, bro. Very good short, but we saw what happened when the candle opened. And one thing that is very good as well is that if you see huge volatility and the market leaves a spike like this with a lot of trapped sellers, you know that your analysis with that the sellers being right here is correct, because their limit orders were positioned here, and once the buyers took the auction higher, they got sold into quickly. So it means that during even volatile news, the sellers held, and it's crucial information. And the market is really melting, huh? So in hindsight, even an 8-point stop loss here would be good. Once we got this rejection. But hindsight trading is easy. Look at this. 5R. Hindsight trading is easy. It's very important. Like when me missing this move, I'm not even mad. Because it wasn't my setup. So I don't care. If I trade order flow, I can catch setups every single day. I don't need to be in every single market move. If it's not my setup, I don't take it. But in hindsight, like if you're looking at it, I told you once we created this thing right here, that we were going to melt. In hindsight, even if I entered right here, it was a good, like right now, it was still a good trade. All right, so I actually took 2 more trades today. So we see that the market came down. We understood that this came from a low volume node. Sellers pushed, broke a new low. Then some buying came in, went to the sellers pushed again. And then sellers took control of the market by breaking all of these lows. So Orderflow was telling me that sellers are taking control of the market. So what I did is that first, when we got this pullback, I was looking for a good confirmation here to short. So once we came here, broke above this level, I placed a sell limit right here. Market never pulled back. Then we went below this low and pulled back to where we had this sell aggression, trapped buying, heavy selling came in. As you see, I entered right here. So this trade came up, took me out break even, no worries. And still, since we are bearish, I was looking for another one. Draw this volume profile right here. So we see two interesting levels. We see this 3K of delta, a lot of delta right here, and also a lot of delta right here, and also a higher volume node right here. This, and then a higher volume node right here. So I was looking for a pullback. I thought that this pullback actually would go all the way up here, but it didn't. So once we came up, confirmed once again right here, broke below these buyers, market executed here, 1 lot here, 10 lots here, took this short. So this is a break and retest playbook that I have. Stop above this, 1 tick above, and my target was actually on this yellow line, and you see that this yellow line actually gave a small rejection. So market was dropping, it was looking super good, and then we got a crazy pullback, and this pullback where the buyers stepped in, it was too much to ignore. So I'm not gonna let this 430 bubble come up and go much higher. So it was a perfect risk managed trade, meaning once I saw this, instead of technically this is where I had my trailing stop loss. I could have had it here and risked much less, but I don't like such a big trade coming in and pushing up the market. So I went break even. Market came out, took me out break even, exactly where I entered, because this was where the order flow shifted to the sell side. Took me out break even, went into my target right on it. So this was the target. So also this was the first trade. Let's have it right here. This was the first trade, and the second one right here. So that can happen, but what is important is how I manage the risk, is to understand when the sellers and buyers who is in control of the market and go with them. So this will also happen in your when you're trading. Not every trade is a take profit. This happens to me. It has actually happened a lot these past weeks that I get just taken out and market drops. But it's a very good sell idea, and it's a very good break even, because once you see this amount of trapped sellers, and market rallies, this can actually initiate a deeper pullback, maybe up to here, and then we will drop. Very good trade, very good risk manage. Just didn't give me the result that I want to have, which is earn more money. But remember, trading is not about earning money, is about following a process each day, right? Do not deviate from that process, and in due time the money will follow. That is the key thing I want to leave you guys with. So with that being said, if you look at my chart on the executions today, one trade, 2 break evens. And then if you look at all of this chart, I stayed out of everything until my setup came. I stayed out of this, even though we knew that it's gonna drop. The only trade that I took that was profitable was right here, up to these sellers. So with that being said, I hope that you learned something by analyzing M1 with the big trades, because not a lot of order flow traders do trade like this. So I hope it was informative, and I hope that you're seeing how sharp of entries you can get like 2 points, 3 points, 4 points, 5 points stop loss. It's crazy, right? Also, why is the market reacting from this level? And why is it reacting from this level? So I just want to leave you guys with this to show you. Do you see this high volume node? This yellow line is where the high volume node starts. I'm not gonna say it's gonna stop price, but it's gonna find some resistance, some support right here. And this green line is actually, if I flip this to a delta profile, is right here, this green line. It's a large buyer positioned here. So this is why the market first came to the upper point and then to the lower point. So do you see how sniper you can be with this? Look at this, first come to the upper point, then came to the lower point. I'm not saying it's gonna stop price, but we're gonna have some reactions. And why is this good? Because if you have these levels marked out and you get a reaction, you're not gonna be scared. This is something that we are expecting. It says market is bearish, we should head lower. So this reaction came to the area where sellers were strong, right here. So this would have been another short idea, but I don't want to keep selling and selling and selling. Market has been dropping a lot. So at some point we will stall out and create more balance here and nothing will happen. But currently what I'm looking at, this daily low is about to get taken out, but I don't want to trade more. It's enough. $6,427 profit from one trade. That is enough. And we do it again tomorrow. So thank you. See you in the next one.